Hello, welcome back to Tech Tuesday. Today, or this week, we're going to go over Class Notebook, which is an extension of OneNote, which we went over last week. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this and get us started. To create a Class Notebook, I click on the icon, and it'll take me to a whole new page. This page will let me manage existing notebooks, such as adding or removing teachers or adding or removing students. But we're going to start from square one and create a Class Notebook. To do that, we click on this, and then the steps are outlined here. I'm going to walk through it pretty quickly for you. So I'm going to title my notebook, and my notebook is like a classroom binder. Within the binder, we have the collaboration space, which is a co-authoring space for both teachers and students. In my classroom, I use it for parking lots or word walls. If there's any other types of co-authoring activities that you can think of, that would happen in the collaboration space. The content library is more like your master handouts, the ones that go on the overhead that you use as examples. You can edit the content, but students can only view it. Within the students' private notebooks, you can also edit the content, and you can also see your students' work. Your students can only see their work, and they can edit their own content. When you distribute classroom handouts will go into the student notebook section. All right, so we're going to click Next. If you work in a classroom space where you are collaborating with another teacher, or you just like to share your notebook with another teacher or a resident teacher, you would add their email in here. And then you'll add your students in. So the students that you saw in the student sections would be added in here now. I'm only going to add one student in. And I don't need to type the whole email address. I just have to type the name and it'll pop up because they're already stored in there. And then I'll click Next. Within each student's private space, you get to decide what the tabs are in each section. So you could have handouts, class notes, homework, and quizzes. If you just want to keep it simple and do handouts and class notes, you could do that as well too, but you get to customize it at this point. To preview it from your end, it'll look like this. You have the welcome page, which is what will greet the students every time they log into OneNote, your collaboration space, a content library, and then the student notebooks. Because we only have one student in here, I can only see one student name. But if I had a whole list of students, I would see all of the names. On the student side, this student can see, again, the welcome page, the collaboration space, the content library, and then their own sections in their own handouts. I'm going to click Create, and it's going to set up my notebook. It might take a few minutes again. I don't think it will because this isn't a super complicated notebook. But by the end, when it's done, you'll have your own classroom notebook. So you can download the add-in. And that means that when you go to OneNote, you'll be able to distribute your own pages and things. So I'll go ahead and click on this, and we'll continue our tutorial if you want to see the basics of how to distribute pages, create sections, create handouts, and so on and so forth. Keep watching.